What if the secret to generating $50,000 from a quarter-acre plot has nothing to do with traditional farming? I'm talking about plants selling for $40, $60, even $80 per pound, while conventional farmers struggle with crops that barely break $2. Most growers are competing in oversaturated commodity markets, fighting for scraps. But there's a hidden world of specialty crops, plants so in demand that supplement companies, high-end restaurants, and wellness brands are scrambling to find consistent suppliers. I'm about to reveal 7 plants that could completely transform your income from the ground up. Crops that thrive in small spaces, require minimal startup capital, and tap into markets desperate for domestic suppliers. Stick with me, because number 3 is America's only native source of caffeine studied for space missions, and it's so overlooked that you've probably walked past it without knowing its worth. And number 2? It commands up to $80 per pound and grows in conditions most plants hate. This is Scarce Garden, and today we're diving into the most profitable specialty crops ranked by pure earning potential. But before we get started, here's the deal. If you want to stay ahead of trends that actually make money, not just noise, you need to subscribe right now. Hit that button below because we drop actionable content every single week that most channels won't touch. And do me a favor, drop a comment right now telling me, are you currently growing anything for profit or are you just getting started? I read every single comment and your answers help shape future content. All right. Let's get into it. Number 1, catnip, the pet industry profit machine. Let's kick this off with something you'd never expect. Catnip. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Cat toys, right? Wrong. Premium-grade catnip sells for $30 to $60 per pound, and the pet industry is absolutely ravenous for quality supply. Nepeta Cataria isn't just some novelty. Americans spend over $120 billion annually on their pets, and within that, premium natural products are exploding. Pet owners treat their animals like family now, which means they'll pay top dollar for organic, fresh catnip, not that stale dust and cheap toys. Here's your angle. Grow high-potency aromatic catnip and market it to boutique pet stores, natural pet brands, or directly to consumers through platforms like Etsy. You can even create value-added products, catnip sprays, premium toys stuffed with fresh material. The plant itself, it's a vigorous perennial. Once established, it requires almost zero maintenance and produces multiple harvests per season. Low input, premium output. Why catnip works? Massive established market, minimal competition in the premium segment, and production costs that are almost laughable compared to revenue potential. Number 2, Moringa. This one's called the miracle tree for a reason. It literally grows money. Moringa oleifera produces leaves that sell for $20 to $40 per pound dried. And here's the kicker. You can harvest multiple times per year from the same tree. The health and wellness industry is obsessed with moringa right now. It's one of the most nutrient-dense plants on Earth, loaded with protein, vitamins, minerals, which is why supplement companies can't source enough of it. Most supply is still imported, creating a golden opportunity for domestic growers. Growth rate? Insane. This tree can shoot up 15 feet in the first year in the right climate. It thrives in warm regions, but can be grown in greenhouses elsewhere. You're essentially installing a perennial cash printing operation. From smoothie companies to capsule manufacturers to tea brands, everyone wants moringa. And since it's a tree, you're building a long-term asset that appreciates in productivity over time. The play here? Establish a moringa grove, develop relationships with supplement companies or health food buyers, and create predictable recurring revenue. Number 3, Stevia. Riding the sugar alternative wave. Coming in at number 5, Stevia. Stevia rebaudiana leaves sell for $20 to $40 per pound dried, and this market is absolutely exploding as consumers ditch sugar and artificial sweeteners. Stevia is 200 to 300 times sweeter than sugar with 0 calories. Food manufacturers, beverage companies, health-conscious consumers, they're all hunting for natural sweeteners. This isn't a fad. This is a fundamental shift in how people consume sugar. Here's what's interesting from a business perspective. While big players dominate processed stevia extract, there's a thriving market for dried stevia leaves, for tea, home use, and small batch food production. That's your entry point. Stevia grows as a tender perennial in warm zones or as an annual elsewhere. Harvest the leaves, dry them properly, and you've got a product that stores well and ships easily. The wellness movement isn't slowing down. Diabetics, keto dieters, clean eating advocates, these are motivated buyers willing to pay premium prices for quality natural sweeteners. Strategic advantage? You're not competing with industrial processors. You're serving a different segment that values simplicity and quality. Quick pause. If you're finding value in this, smash that like button right now. It genuinely helps more people discover this content. And if you disagree with my rankings or have experience with any of these crops, drop a comment. I want to hear your take. Number 4 is something truly special: Yaupon holly. Ilex vomitoria is the only native North American plant containing caffeine, and the dried leaves command $30 to $70 per pound. Let that sink in. While coffee and tea are imported from thousands of miles away, there's a native caffeinated plant growing wild across the southeastern United States that almost nobody is cultivating commercially. The tea alternative market is booming. Consumers want locally grown, sustainable products with unique stories. Yaupon checks every single box. The flavor profile is smooth, earthy, and doesn't cause the jitters some people get from coffee. Commercially, we're still in the early stages. That means if you enter now, you're positioning yourself ahead of the curve before this becomes saturated. It's a perennial shrub requiring minimal maintenance once established, multiple harvests per year, grows in varying soil conditions, and you can market it with the ultimate hook: America's only native caffeinated tea. From tea companies to local roasters to direct-to-consumer brands, there's genuine hunger for this product. Why Yaupon is golden? Unique story, native plant appeal, growing market, and you're one of the only suppliers in your region. At number 3, we have Gotu Kola, and this is where things get seriously interesting. Centella asiatica sells for $30 to $60 per pound and serves 2 massive markets: cognitive health supplements and premium skincare. On the supplement side, Gotu Kola is a nootropic superstar. Students, professionals, aging adults, everyone wants cognitive enhancement. Ancient medicine has used this herb for brain function for millennia, and now modern research is validating it. The nootropics industry is worth billions and accelerating. On the skincare side, Gotu Kola is a key ingredient in anti-aging products. Premium cosmetic brands pay top dollar for quality supply. This dual market appeal creates resilience. You're not dependent on one industry. If supplement demand fluctuates, skincare picks up the slack, and vice versa. Growing conditions: prefers moist, warm environments. It's a perennial, so multiple harvests per season. Relatively easy to cultivate in controlled environments if you're outside ideal climates. The cognitive enhancement and anti-aging trends aren't slowing down, they're accelerating. Gotu Kola sits perfectly at that intersection. Competitive landscape? Still relatively unknown in Western agriculture, meaning low competition and premium pricing for quality producers. Number 2 is where we enter truly premium territory: Sichuan pepper. Xanthoxylum species sell for $40 to $80 per pound. Yes, you read that right, $80 per pound. Sichuan pepper creates a unique, tingling, numbing sensation on the tongue that's absolutely essential in authentic Sichuan cuisine. There's no substitute. Nothing else delivers that flavor profile. High-end restaurants, specialty spice companies, home cooks pursuing authentic Asian cooking, they're all hunting for quality Sichuan pepper, and domestic supply is virtually non-existent. Here's your opportunity. The plant grows in temperate climates. It's a perennial shrub or small tree. Harvest and processing require some knowledge, but that's exactly what creates the moat around your business. Most people won't figure it out. Food culture right now celebrates authenticity and unusual flavors. Sichuan cuisine is having a massive moment, and that demand is trickling down to every ingredient, especially the irreplaceable ones. Why Sichuan pepper commands premium pricing? It's exotic, difficult to source domestically, essential for authentic dishes, and requires knowledge to produce properly. All of those factors combine to justify $80 per pound. If you're serious about maximizing profit per square foot, this is the crop that changes everything.
And here we are at number 1, ashwagandha. Withania somnifera dried root sells for $25 to $60 per pound, and this market is absolutely massive. Ashwagandha is one of the most popular supplements on the planet right now, used for stress relief, energy, hormone balance, sleep support. The wellness industry can't get enough of it, and here's the critical point. Most ashwagandha is imported from India. Quality varies, shipping costs are significant, lead times are long. This creates a massive opportunity for domestic growers to capture market share with fresh, high-quality organic product. The supplement market for ashwagandha is worth hundreds of millions and growing year over year. From major brands to small direct-to-consumer companies, everyone needs reliable suppliers. Cultivation. It's an annual in most climates, requires well-drained soil. The root is harvested after one growing season, dried and sold. Strategic positioning. Market yourself as a premium domestic source. Organic certification commands even higher prices. Build relationships with supplement manufacturers, health food stores, or sell direct to consumers who care about sourcing. The wellness revolution shows zero signs of slowing, and ashwagandha is leading the adaptogen category. This is the number 1 crop because massive established demand, domestic supply gap, premium pricing, and scalability for serious growers. So there you have it, 7 specialty crops that completely rewrite the rules of profitable agriculture. These aren't commodity crops where you're competing on volume and price. These are niche markets where knowledge, quality, and positioning create serious wealth. Here's what I need you to do right now. First, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're building a community of people who refuse to follow the herd and instead find opportunities everyone else is missing. Don't get left behind. Second, drop a comment telling me which crop you're most excited about. Are you team adaptogens, team exotic spices, or are you going all in on the pet industry with catnip? I genuinely want to know. Third, share this video with anyone you know interested in farming, homesteading, or building income streams outside the traditional system. This information changes lives when it reaches the right people. The path to financial independence isn't following what everyone else is doing. It's finding the gaps, the overlooked opportunities, the markets desperate for supply. That's what Scarce Garden is all about. I'll see you in the next one.